Hi, my name is William, and welcome to my brand new YouTube channel on wealth and investing. I'm gonna make this kind of like a particularly short video because I just need this to be kind of like an introduction to kind of like what future videos might look like. I'm hoping to use this platform and to document in future videos, kind of like what my journey and kind of like just the world of investing and finance has been like. I am based in the UK, so a lot of kind of like everything that I talk about will be based on kind of like what the current environment is in the United Kingdom. But I will be looking at most of the investments will be equities, stocks and shares, which are US based, and maybe just a few which are UK based. Um, just to put it out a disclaimer, anything I say or any advice I give does not constitute or is not financial advice. So please do just take this as me documenting my journey and kind of like just documenting my journey and experience around kind of like just, yeah, everyday finances that I think even you and I are kind of like familiar with, because I working a 9 to 5 job. I working a 9 to 5 job. I want to kind of like actually understand, okay, how else can I make my money stretch? How can I get, kind of like get the most out of it in terms of making it grow? Yeah. But in terms of kind of like other contents, I'm hoping just to really go back down to basics and really explain, kind of like what is wealth, what are investments, what type of investments can you invest in, kind of like what platforms can you use, kind of like what are the, basically the ups and downs, interest rates. So I'll be hopefully in future videos, I'll try and kind of like make them as simple as possible to explain what kind of like those areas are, because I feel it's really important to be able to understand those things. Those are like the everyday things more than sometimes what you'd read in a book. But yeah, those are the things that we kind of like interactive, whether it's catching up with financial news and things. So a bit of a background. I actually started investing 5 years ago. During the pandemic, was it 2000? Yeah, 2020. Um, yeah, I think that was the first wave in the UK. And I was working from home, and in my mind, at the time, I think it was more than just that one day. By the way, it was over kind of like, I think during that period, I was thinking to myself, I was just thinking to myself, like, you know, like, like I started to think about wealth. I started to think about, you know, just making my money stretch, and what it is that I could do, that feels like not a lot of kind of like physical or effort to kind of like, just just to earn something a bit more than what I was getting, whether it's through whether it was from more than what I was getting from just having a savings account, but actually just really try and understand investing. And I didn't want to do anything kind of like related to property or anything like that, but I just wanted to do something that would, yeah, allow me just to earn some sort of extra income, or I could invest, knowing that in the future I would expect some sort of return. But but that was my journey to now, and I have to say, I think sticking it out has been quite beneficial, and I hope to share all kind of like those experiences that I've had. But so this is my intro session. Please do follow up on the next videos, where I will be talking about wealth, investments, and just kind of like what platforms you can use to access it. I'm William, and thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.